Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another brand new episode of CX Beats. We really hope you're joining our show and gaining useful insights. Today, we will be talking about the transformative power of chat center software in bolstering customer engagement and how businesses can unlock the full potential of chat center software to boost their customer support. Joining us today's show is Max, product owner here at Edna. Hi, Max, and welcome to our show.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me. Really excited to be there and talk about customer experience. And Sveta, I could keep talking about it just forever.
Great. So today I wanted to discuss about the key role of Chat Center, which playing in helping brands across vertical bolster their customer service and support. Let's begin by talking about how brands and customers interact these days. Of course, the primary mode of communication is digital and often spans multiple channels. Customers like to channel hope before they decide to purchase. They want prompt replies to any questions they have. They want convenience and pain-free interactions. They're willing to pay more for better service and don't hesitate to dump a brand over a single poor experience.
Yeah, that's right. Brands do realize that the power now lies with the customer, and to survive in a highly competitive market, they need to, not just create a great product or service, but they need to actively nurture their customer relationships. And I mean, they need to be there for the customers, like 24/7, engage with them on a regular basis, help them with prompt information when they need it, because if they don't, their competitors will. So, customer engagement, as I think, is not a single task to get done. It's sort of a long-term process you should maintain within your company. So brands need to ensure their customers are having a great experience with their brand. I mean, just every single time. And for that to happen, they need proper lines of communication.
Sure, customers are using messaging platforms to talk to their friends and families, as all of us do. So it makes sense businesses to meet customers where they are. Being present on these platforms will definitely create more engagements for brand. Yeah. As well, there will be less resistance from customers in reaching out to the business on the app they already use and love. So high growth brands are all using non-voice platforms to engage with customers, I believe. Whether it's a retail brand or healthcare clinic or so many others, they are wooing customers by making communication convenient for them. Have you noticed the number of businesses now available on WhatsApp is growing day by day?
Yeah, right. And the more channel company uses, the higher their likelihood of meeting customer across multiple touch points, with which typically customers use, across their purchase journey. So business are trying to be present on multiple channels, and I mean, by multiple channels, I mean, social media or instant messengers, like, for example, WhatsApp, maybe Viber, Facebook, Apple Business Chat, Instagram, lots of them. And also, they want to be available for the customers on their website and mobile application. So customers today can begin the conversation on one channel and take it to another one. Well, let me show you kind of a customer path behind what I'm talking about. So, for example, you, Sveta, what services or channels do you use for the product discovery?
Company website or maybe Instagram.
Yeah, that's a great choice, and it's it's not only you. These channels are great for that. Let's take Instagram. Let's assume that I discover a product via Instagram. So I find a brand, find a product I want to buy, ask directly several questions about the product or delivery, because it's important question for me, and then I'm okay with it and just place an order there. So, okay, good, the first part is done. I already bought my product. I ordered the product and I'm very excited about it. And there comes the second part, where the only thing that I need to do is waiting for the delivery. And I'm going to ask about the product's delivery status on WhatsApp, on another channel. And the good question here, why not Instagram? And because I receive notifications from the brand there in Instagram, and B, oh, sorry, not Instagram, on WhatsApp. Yeah, so I receive notification from the brand on WhatsApp. So they sending me a notification about what's going on with my delivery. And B, WhatsApp is a convenient channel for me. So I'm chatting there with my friends, with my family, and even with my counterparts in this channel. And also, I want to chat there even with brands that are communicating with me. And mind you, I will expect the brand to know who I am and about our previous interactions, no matter which channel I'm reaching out from. So in this example, I reached out a brand through two channels, Instagram and WhatsApp. So the main thing here that the brand, while having the advantage of having multi-channel communication available, also faces the challenge of seamlessly managing the communication their customers they are having with their customers across digital different channels.
Yes, you're definitely right. And I think it's especially difficult for brands whose customer base is rapidly expanding. It becomes more difficult to manage so many conversations simultaneously on time. To reply to a customer on particular channels, say direct message or story mention on Instagram or Facebook, WhatsApp, as you mentioned, or maybe Viber, they would need to log into that channel and individually reply to the customer. This might take a lot of time and customers get more and more frustrated, I think. And it's even worse with calls, agent can answer only one call at one time.
Yeah, that's right. But you know what? Not only time suffers there, but also quality. For example, how do you control the quality of your manager's responses? What if, for example, they are in a bad mood and responded outside of your standards? So the issue of supervising is also relevant for such cases. And when your company grows and there is a team manager, team leader above the managers who can monitor the work and also monitor some metrics, for example, NPS, response speed, the quality of these responses, and maybe operator sheet durations like that. So I think each manager would agree with that. And I mean, management is not an easy thing to handle sometimes. This is where having a single intelligent interface like the chat center, which unifies communication across channels, becomes critical. And it really upgrades customer communication and improves operation efficiency in so many ways.
You're right. And how would you describe a chat center software to companies that are not using it but would like to know more about it?
Well, I think chat center helps businesses manage end-to-end communication with customers, irrespective of which channel they're on. Chat Center solution eliminates the need for managers to switch between channels and applications by integrating multiple channels. So businesses can save themselves, a lot of time and effort by not having to manage separate systems of communication. And also, it can support different types of content, including, for example, text, voice messages, audio, video, images, documents, and also don't forget there are stickers and emojis. It's a part of how we communicate these days, and yeah, we just need to to work with this stuff because it's general in today, and all these features help meeting customer communications need comprehensively.
That's great. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Also, I think it might help businesses personalize their communication at scale, correct?
Yeah, you're totally right. Because all channels can be integrated. Marketing team can get more wholesome view of some customers and interactions across other channels. So we discussed the example before about customer path. So interactions across other channels is really need to be there, and use this information to create personalized campaigns that they are genuinely relevant for users. So in fact, a chat center has a range of personalization tools that make customer interactions more personalized. And by personalization, I mean not only a name of your customer. Mm-hmm. So just I can just drop a few examples here. So for example, customer segmentation based on communication parameters as well as CRM parameters. For example, customers' time zone, maybe their preferred language, and that language based on the user browser settings, for example. So user don't need to choose the language, we just can determine their language by, for example, just technically, so without user involved here. And main thing that all these help to personalize all outgoing messaging from the business to customer.
Great. So by unifying all channels of communications, they really open up limitless possibilities for a brand. I think personalizing customer journey is what drives continued engagement and loyalty. So getting it right so matter.
Yeah, absolutely. But do keep in mind that the chat center is not only all about offering customer support. It also includes processes such as sales, onboarding, customer management, like that. And Chat Center helps brands to send promotional messages related to product recommendations, exclusive deals and more to nudge customer towards purchases. It helps to implement upsell scenarios, enrich initial requests, advice on purchases. And I think it really is an incredibly powerful tool, and not only for businesses, it's only powerful for customers.
Yeah, I think one of the greatest features of Chat Center also is automation possibilities. By connecting chatbots, for example, with Chat Center, business can proactively greet a client even outside of business hours, yes. No matter which channel they're reaching out from, these bots can be deployed on different channels. The system can share welcome messages, maybe away messages, information about the expected wait time, information that the chat is being transferred to another manager.
Yeah. So chatbots integrated with the chat center can be trained to answer typical questions and even initiate a dialogue with the customer without waiting for the customer to carry on the conversation. So let's come back to the example we discussed before. When I write to brand's WhatsApp and ask about the delivery of the product, with the help of integration, or for example, with the help of the chatbot, with the help of integration, the chatbot should be, or maybe could be already aware about the delivery status, and it could be respond me just immediately. So I just write my question, bot gets information from the third-party software, receive that and send it to me. And it can take, for example, 1 to 2 seconds to get the information about the delivery. So it's really fast, and as a customer, I will really, love that. So also, bots can guide customers with quick reply buttons, so they don't have to type in their response. So it really hurts sometimes to write a question and to have a conversation with bot, but you can make it quicker just by tapping buttons. And more, there is a seamless transfer of chats from the bots to manager, and also vice versa. Suppose a client is chatting with a manager and wants to book, for example, doctor appointment. The manager can transfer this conversation to bot, which can guide the client step by step into booking the appointment. So simple and easy without any human involved here.
Yeah, quite convenient for sure. And speaking of integration here, I think integrating chat center software with ticketing systems really helps managers process tickets faster and resolve customer issues. Support managers can easily sync chat conversations with legacy ticketing systems, allowing relevant team members to have complete context and visibility into the customer journey. They can update customers quickly. They don't need to waste time on manually switching between systems, as you mentioned earlier. So there is faster issue resolution and improved customer satisfaction, I believe.
Yeah, right. This is, this streamlines the process of logging and tracking customer reported problems, ensuring that issues are, properly recorded and assign it for the resolution.
Yeah, and could you talk about the benefits of integrating the chat center software with CRM?
Yeah. So, like we mentioned earlier, integrating with other software helps to unify the customer's data. So the chat center can access and synchronize all the data in the CRM, and not only CRM. So managers have a complete view of customer profiles, including contact information, their purchase history, and interactions across other digital channels. And the main thing here that this helps managers to deliver personalized and contextually relevant customer experience. So managers can provide more informed and effective support, so be on the same page with their customer. And they can create or update records, also track log activities directly from the contact center software interface. Also, let's remember that the chat center is not only about the client's convenience, it's also can be integrated into the CRM like with a single window. So the operator does not need to switch through the tabs. He can see all the information by hand on his screen and just in one single window.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and please let us know more about Chat Center's intelligent routing capabilities here.
Yeah, it's really important thing. So routing is really make all the difference when you're communicating with your customers. So intelligent routing is a key capability of Chat Center. When say a chatbot is having a conversation with a customer, the bot can collect the necessary information from the client based on that, route the query to the right place. So, for example, chats or emails can be automatically routed based on customer, for example, profiles, priority levels, or specific business rules that you have in your company. So the chat center's administrator can configure routing rules for the system such that a customer query from any of the connected channels is transferred automatically to the most suitable manager based on different parameters. For example, customer's intent, preferred language, as we discussed before, also geolocation, maybe the department the chat center needs to be transferred to, and on the customer's preference to talk to a manager, for example, who had initially handled the query. So having these capabilities, I think, significantly increase chances of first contact resolution, and I think it really boosts your customer experience.
I see. I agree with you here for sure. And could you shed some light on how Chat Center software improves customer satisfaction?
Sure. The main thing the Chat Center does is to really turbocharge, as I said before, the customer experience for any brand. It takes, CX from sloppy to great, I would say. It's something customer-focused brands invariably rely on to ensure customer satisfaction. And chat centers achieve this in so many ways. For example, to begin with, suppose a customer, for example, reaches out with a query and you managers, for example, busy or maybe away, and instead of keeping customers waiting, indefinitely, they can keep customers informed of the wait time, for example. So that way, customers feel like they're being valued and really become more open to waiting. And then we have, for example, intelligent routing of customer questions. So bots can only answer routine queries. So in case of more complex query comes up, it needs to be routed to a human agent, to human manager. And this also reduces wait time for customers, and also the need for them to keep coming back with some queries, increasing satisfaction levels, and just their happiness.
Yeah. Great customer support is like a key to high level of customer satisfaction. But beside customer support, chat center plays an important role in helping brands keep their customers engaged by regularly interacting with them, engage with customers for other purposes also, I mean. So I think it's very important to regularly engage with your customers database if you want them to stick around, because remember, brands competitors are out there constantly communicating with potential customers, showcasing their own product solution, telling their own stories, and growing their own followers numbers. So to prevent churn, the brands need to engage at regular intervals, whether it means sharing important updates, replying to questions, and mostly to ensure customers are having a great experience with your brand in general. They can send well-timed messages related to personalized recommendations. I think chat center make this kind of communication easy.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. And another great thing about chat centers is that they throw up many valuable metrics that help you, monitor the success of your support agents and help you understand what your customer really want and what's going on here. So real-time dashboards can help businesses take a quick look at the number of, for example, requests in queue, analyze the number of incoming queries at various time periods, and track the number of requests on, for example, particular topics, responses, and like that.
Yeah, and do you think chat center are useful for both small and medium business and enterprises?
Yeah, absolutely. So both small to medium businesses and large enterprises can benefit from chat centers. So let me tell you. So I think small and medium ones can start with just chats and see the growth of customer satisfaction. So business in the channels your customer uses, and you have an open window for them to reach you out and ask their questions and give the answers from your businesses. And so you small to medium one just can start with chat, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's more, for small to medium businesses, that the interface is very easy to use and does not require much technical know-how. So you just can start from scratch, from the beginning, and work and communicate with the customers. But on the other hand, large enterprises can get more of the chat center via, for example, integrations with their existing systems, and each enterprise have a lot of them, and also they can get some benefits of integration with these systems. And for example, they can get more out of adaptation to the infrastructure and so on. So we can discuss it also endlessly, because each enterprise is unique and they can really get a lot of benefit by integrating with their existing software.
Yeah, thank you. I think we should witness use of chat center is growing among customer-first businesses for sure.
Yeah.
I think the multiple benefits of this software are so obvious. Could you share some real-life use cases how brands might have benefited from our chat center?
Let me think. Yeah. I could give you many examples. And for example, let's take the case of a well-known pizza chain. So I can't say the name of that pizza chain, but let's so let's call it just pizza chain, well-known pizza chain. Yeah. So they used to rely only on a phone and email communication early on. So sort of
traditional channels.
Yeah, sort of traditional channels that we used before, and it was really frustrating for their customers to reach out to them. So they would either have to call or be put on hold as for phone or voice channel, or email them and wait for a long time before they got any answers. And in particular cases, for example, canceling or changing an order or requesting a last minute change in the delivery address or maybe delivery time, was simply a nightmare. And as you can imagine, this took a toll on the brand's image, and customers left lots of nasty comments online, which is, never good for businesses.
Yeah, that's very bad. I think it's like a nightmare for every business, especially in these times when customers are spoiled for choice and they can just go to your competitor with good reviews.
Yeah. I would say that customer is a king now. And fortunately, that pizza chain, that brand, quickly realized that they needed to address this problem urgently and decided to invest in a chat center. And it really paid off. Yeah. So this solution reduced call volume significantly. Business also boomed because having chat support enabled in a variety of use cases, including, for example, automated ordering, order cancellation, for example, 24/7 customer support for billing errors, delivery stuff, and like that. Also, automated resolution of routine queries by chatbots, and it really increased the satisfaction of their clients. So also, in that case, the chat center was integrated with the company's existing sales management system, such as the CRM. Also, it was integrated with workforce management to track the work time of their managers. Also was integrated with business intelligence tools, chatbots, as I said before, and also personal account of their customer via API. And the chain really benefited as more customers started using the chat option. So their customers really prefer to communicate with them, not in voice or email, but in instant messengers. And yeah, customers also began to leave positive reviews here. And the company increased their customer base and even their CLV. And chat managers also, from the other side, chat managers also have a side of a relief, because they had tools at their disposal that would help them to answer queries from the get-go. So this is the first example. There you go. Yeah, and there are a lot of another cases. So, for example, another case with trainers at fitness club. So, as you can imagine, trainers didn't need to be in front of their laptops, chatting with their customers all the time to answer customer queries. And that fitness center leveraged the chat center mobile workplace, which helped them easily respond to customer queries while on the go. So trainers can to go to the room and have exercises with their customers that are here, and also communicate with customers via mobile workplace that asking them from home about what they should do.
Yeah, mobile version is a must-have, I think, nowadays for every service. So there is really so much that businesses can do nowadays to bolster their customer communication and customer experience. And the chat center really unlocks almost limitless possibilities, I think, for brands to grow. Thank you so much, Max, for sharing such detailed insights on what Chat Center can do. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Well, this is we come to the end of that episode. We hope, guys, you enjoyed our discussion on Chat Center. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. So we hope to be back really soon with another episode of CX Beats. Till then, take care and bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.